Hey, all right, welcome back to House of Prep. I tried to go live, uh, it just with no internet, and I think with the wind and the storms and everything going on today, my phone data is in and out, so it wasn't strong enough to go live on. It's super windy out here. Gusts have been getting over 40 miles an hour. If you see my thumbnail, that's my neighbor's uh, air conditioning outside. I just flipped it over. People's garbage cans, I've seen tarps flying. Trees have gone down, large trees at my work today, blocking driveways, and no tornadoes yet, but we are still in tornado warnings, uh, possibilities of tornadoes. And periodically you can hear a lot of sirens in the background all day today. Emergency units on call, assisting people. There are a lot of the four-way stops, power lines out, the stoplights out. Just so you know, I live here in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. And if you've been watching the weather today, and some of you all have been experiencing this too, I know a bunch of you guys live here in Tennessee as well. And I'll try to keep the trees in the background too. Occasional gusts come through. Earlier it was really bad. Doesn't seem quite as aggressive right now, though it's still pretty bad. And there's a creek that runs right in the middle of this tree line out here, and earlier we had like a flash rain, and there was so much water coming down, and it was flowing. It was cruising. So power outage, and our power has been flickering off and on all day with these winds. And normally here at my house, here at House of Prep, we never lose power. Right now the power has been out probably for a good 30-45 minutes, and that's for a solid straight time. That's the most it's ever been out. And as we're starting to approach, the afternoon dinner time, my wife had plans to make something. I'm like, well, I might be using the grill. And this is my new grill, by the way. It was a birthday present this past summer, and I've got it together because we're in February, and I'm grilling outside in February, before today, obviously. But the weather has been super warm, one of the warmest Februarys I've ever been a part of here in Tennessee. And the weather pattern is just nuts right now. The grill does have one of those side top burners, so if I need to put a little pot up there and heat something up. But she's like, well, you can always take me out to eat. And I'm like, yeah, I guess we could do that too, as long as some of the local areas still have power. We could call ahead. But you just be ready for plan Bs. I'm hoping power will be on tonight. I think the low tonight's only supposed to hit 40 degrees, 39 maybe. It might dip to upper 30, but that's not going to be for sustained long terms, that cold. And I'm not expecting to have to pull out, we have plenty of stuff we can, dress up in, and layers, and we'll be fine if we had to sleep with no power tonight. No big deal. I do have our little Mr. Buddy, the propane heater. I can pull that out for an hour or something to warm up if we need a little bit. Just keep an eye on it. Obviously, no carbon dioxide. We don't want that. But I was going to do a video this week anyway, because I've been kind of watching some of the foodstuffs at the stores. We'll talk about that in a minute. Other options we have for tonight too. If you can see them, they're real tiny down on the brick wall down there. There's my fire pit. The wind stops. It'd be beautiful to come out here and have a nice fire. So, but I have some solar lights down here, and we could bring those in if I need to bring those indoors, and I could just set them for motion. As we're walking into a room, they would kick on and have those on. Obviously, we have candles. We have those, battery operated lanterns, and whatever we need. We've got plenty of lighting for tonight. Heat won't be an issue. I do have a generator, so if for some push come to shove, if something big did happen and we're going to be out for 2 or 3 days, I can power the refrigerator. I can keep our supplies in there good. I don't have to worry about throwing stuff out. If I have to, I'll run up to my work and I can fill up my cooler with ice, and have some ice and put some items in there if needed. So I've already got the wheels spinning. Home security, we're set there. Don't have to worry about that. because people are opportunistic. So if something is down for a few days and people can't go to stores, and you just got to keep an eye out. So, but it's just a little blip here, and we got big plans this weekend. So hopefully it doesn't put a damper on things going on. Our son Thad's getting married this weekend, so we're super excited about that, and just been staying busy. But let's talk about the food for a minute. I have been going to the stores these last couple weeks, and I noticed at Walmart they were running the Great Value can green beans on sale for 50 cents a can. I mean, they had been creeping up, like everything else, but it's still encouraging to see that if you look and you shop and you keep an eye open, you can still find great prices on certain items off and on, periodically. And when they are low, go ahead and get plenty. And that's one thing we eat plenty of is green beans. So everybody likes those in our household, and I definitely make sure to stock up on those when they're that cheap. 50 cents a can, that's a pretty good deal. And I know other things are hit or miss or up or down. Obviously prices in general still high. But it's encouraging to see that sometimes you can get a good deal. I don't know if you can hear the wind. I mean, it's just constant blowing, and I hope it's not affecting the sound quality of this too bad. But just being prepared. I hope you guys are all safe. I don't know. I haven't been able to turn on the news. I guess I could use my phone and probably do some research, but I don't know if you guys have all been facing tornadoes or any other stronger weather than what we're getting here. So yeah, people on the roads, you got to be careful, especially with lights and traffic. It's going to be hitting the rush hour, everybody coming home from work. A lot of our schools in our region had already closed for today. They as of last night, they had shut down for a lot of extra caution, especially for buses. When these high winds were hitting 40 to 45 mile gusts at times, it catch the side of a work truck, a work van, a bus. It could cause you to swerve. It could cause to shift, and you got to be real super careful. And when kids are involved, sometimes they just like to take the extra precaution. And it's just less people on the roads then too, because like I said, right now with a lot of the lights out, the less the better. You don't want a lot of people on the roads and causing a lot of traffic accidents and jams, especially with emergency vehicles. Like I said, they've been going all day today, all around today, and they need a clear path. They need to be able to get where they're going. Like I had planned on going to the gym after work, but when I saw the situation on the roads and trees were going down and lights were going off, power was going out, and emergency vehicles, I'm like, I'm going home. I'm just going to get out of the way. I'm going to get to safety at home, get my vehicle parked in the garage. And then I can hear him in the distance now. I don't think this phone's going to pick it up, but I hear him out there now. I mean, it's constant. I don't know what they're going to, but there's just stuff going on everywhere. So when you start hearing a lot of that, you just be wary. Just know that there's emergencies, there's things going on. Maybe it's best just to hunker down, lock up your house, your property, and just kind of keep an eye out. And just keep your ear out, maybe turn the radio on, maybe try to find some news and to see what's going on. So I want to check in with you guys, let you know I'm safe, still just busy all the time, and still preparing, still practicing what I preach, and just wanted to make sure you guys are all right. You guys take care. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up on the way out, it's been a while. You guys haven't had to give me a thumbs up in a minute, so hit that on the way out, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.